Yo guys, Features Gaming here, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to be doing a Q&A. So I have my phone here, which I wrote down some of the questions that you guys asked on my community post, and I have picked out some of the most interesting ones and ones that might not really be asked on a day-to-day basis. So let's go through them today. So the first question comes in from Daniel Does Train Spotting, and the question is, what gets you up of a morning? What makes you motivated to do what you do? Well, pretty much you need to get up to do what you need to do, and usually, you know, there are things that I want to do in a day, such as, you know, like just play games, obviously edit videos if I need to do anything like that, practicing for my league races whenever they happen as well, and just in general doing, you know, my streaming as well. And me just wanting to do that just keeps me motivated, basically. The next question comes in from IS Gameplay, I do believe, and the question is, what other games are you wanting / trying to branch out to now or in the future? Well, the thing is that I kind of do already, like, sort of like branch out to different games other than Roblox, if that's what you're meaning, you know, such as, you know, say like I do Euro Truck normally on a Monday, game of my choice sometimes I do on a Wednesday, so, you know, that could be the day where I, you know, want to branch out to like different, you know, games and stuff. And obviously F1 I usually do, you know, with my you know, league racing, Minecraft as well. However, if you mean just in terms of general, other than, you know, things I'm doing already, obviously I would like to, but obviously that would have to be on like a Wednesday stream or something like that. Honestly, at the moment, I'm not looking at branching out to any of the games because I kind of enjoy the games that I play at the moment, and I try and showcase obviously everything that I do play. So really there isn't anything that I have planned to do, but if there does become a game in the future that I do want to branch out to, then maybe I will. The next question comes in from Liam Drapes, and the question is, when did you start the YouTube channel and how old is it now? So I started this channel in 2015, so that means that next year it's going to be 10 years old. I've been doing YouTube for a decade, and I do have some plans of what I want to do for a 10-year anniversary as well, so make sure you keep tuned for that. The next question comes in from Togu YT, which again, I think I pronounced that name correctly. Do correct me if I'm wrong. And the question is, where did you find your curiosity of photography and what camera or equipment you use? Honestly, I just use my phone most of the time, to be completely honest, you know, for videos and photos, because it's something quick and easy. You can get out your pocket, you pretty much carry it on a daily basis, snap a picture, and away you go. But when I was in college, obviously we could loan out like proper DSLR cameras that they use for, you know, like professional stuff. So when I used to hire out a camera, usually I'd get like a Canon 700D or 800D, and those are the cameras that I pretty much use. But most of the time I just use my phone. And when I was little, when I was reading books, I liked looking at the pictures, so I guess that kind of inspired me, I guess. The next question comes in from Sean the Train Master. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologize if not. And the question is, do you watch any other transport YouTubers excluding Jeff Marshall? Brilliant. Although I will say yes, because there are other YouTubers that I do watch. Obviously Squirrel, when he used to do, you know, his you know, transport videos, I used to watch them. Trek Trendy as well, when he does his, like, you know, traveling to and from, you know, videos. And some other YouTubers as well. Obviously there are many that I probably watch, so I can't really name all of them. The next question comes in from L Plague, which is a channel member, so thank you so much for becoming a channel member. And the question is, how do you manage to stick to such a stream and video schedule? Because they forget half the time. In all honesty, I think the schedule is how I keep up to date with what I need to do. And obviously sometimes I note things down, so, you know, say for my Fetchmas videos, which obviously, you know, start tomorrow, I basically noted down all of the games that I wanted to do for each day on, you know, on like a notepad with the link to it as well, or, you know, like on a notepad or something. And I basically ticked off every time I finished an edit, I uploaded the video, so then I always had that, you know, there basically. And just sticking to the schedule, obviously, when I did first start out, I had to, you know, check what I was doing, but after doing it for, you know, like 4 years, I kind of get into a rhythm. And with the videos as well, I just, you know, think of what I want to do. Usually on a Monday, it's when I record these videos, and then obviously over the week, I then edit them, and really, it's just what I decide to do. The next question comes in from Joseph Ford, and the question is, since you are an SCR content creator, how do you keep your videos fresh from all the other SCR content creators? Well, as I stated previously, obviously I started my channel back in 2015, and that was when YouTube was kind of, you know, slow paced. It really kind of of, mattered about your personality rather than the type of videos you create, which I think is kind of what, YouTube is like now. Obviously, people don't have a large attention span, but me starting my channel back then kind of made me want to kind of produce the videos that I was seeing, which was kind of, slow paced. So with that being said, I just did generic gameplay videos, whereas I see other YouTubers doing like, challenges or fact videos. I just play the game just in general and record videos on it. The next question comes in from account no longer in use. Well, clearly it is in use because you're commenting on the community post. Would you ever consider other transport games like Project Flight or even off Roblox like Microsoft Flight Simulator? Well, obviously I play things, like Euro Truck and American Truck. I don't know if that is kind of considered, obviously transport. Obviously a few bus games that I play as well. I sometimes play Croydon and, Bus Simulator sometimes. PCFS as well, that's something else that I play. But things like Microsoft Flight Simulator, I don't think that is something that I would necessarily play because A, is really expensive and it's super in depth as well. I kind of like the simplicity of some games. Obviously still have it, sort of challenging because obviously then it'll just be too easy. But, things like Euro Truck, it's really simple. You get into a truck and you go. With, things like Microsoft Flight Simulator, you need to get all of the controls perfect, knowing what you're doing and things like that. And something like that, I don't really have the attention span to play. It really needs to be something I can just jump into and go, sort of like I said, with ETS and Bus Simulator. So the answer is yes, but obviously there isn't any upcoming, games that I really see that I like the look of. The next question comes in from Nathan Travels. Do you have any jobs or careers you'd like to pursue, or do you want to do YouTube full time? Well, as long as I can remember, I kind of wanted to be a YouTuber. Like I said, back in 2015 when I created this, my ultimate dream was to, be like a full-time YouTuber. But obviously, there are other, careers that, obviously I do as a hobby, such as, filming, I do some videography for a local football club. That could be something that I could do. I also had some ambitions of being a chef. No idea why. And I think my parents once said that they think I'll be a brilliant, editor as well, like freelance editor. And there have been, times where I've thought about it, but, obviously me doing my own, YouTube, I can't really set up, like an account or something, to try and be like a freelance editor, to do other things because I'm kind of doing my own things. But my ultimate dream is to be a full-time YouTuber. The next question comes in from Mega Poison, and the question is, how did you start creating Roblox content? My iPad. That's literally it. If you sort of mean how did I discover it and started it that way, basically I saw a video of it and I got interested from that. That's literally how I got into Roblox. And the next question comes in from Got Milk Greenville, and the question is, when did you first started this channel was your goal? And they put some examples: subscribers, likes, views, audience, and possible money. Honestly, there wasn't really any goals. Obviously, I would say the goals were probably, 100 subs. I didn't really matter about likes and money because obviously when you start out, you don't earn money anyway. Even now, I actually don't really care what money I earn. Again, views, it didn't really bother me if a video did well or if a video, did bad. It, at the end of the day, I was creating something I enjoyed doing. And at the end of the day, if you enjoy what you're doing, you should, pursue that basically. And kind of my audience was, in theory, actually tailored to people around my age. So at the time, I was 13 because that's the age you need to be to start a channel. So really it was just teenager age, like me. So I played games that I enjoyed doing and things like that. And I guess with that, I kind of just got a wide variety of audience. Obviously I play different types of games as well, so obviously Roblox, people kind of make that think that's like a kids game. So I probably I know I've got young viewers watching, but obviously that isn't my target audience. Obviously I play some other games as well, F1, that's probably a bit more my age, teenager type age. And yeah, there isn't really a target audience specifically that I went for, and if anyone watches that, then great. I didn't really have in mind that is exactly my target audience. I just went for it, and I just knew that there could be people of all ages watching. So yeah, that's why I don't play any really like major violent games or swear or anything like that. I don't even swear in real life, and just with that, this was created. The next few questions are coming in from QPal, again another channel member, so once again thank you, and obviously I'll try and read out all of the channel members that obviously asked questions. And the first question is, which SCR station would you change and why? To be honest, I don't really see a specific station that I think needs changing, other than probably, you know, upper stat flow. I think, you know, it's been that same design for quite a while. I think it is in need of an upgrade, so maybe something like that. I don't really know. Other stations as well, from Morganstown to Stepford Central, you know, that branch, you know, some of those stations as well, you know, kind of look a little bit bland as well. So maybe some, you know, upgrades for, you know, a few of those stations. But honestly, I think SCR stations have their look because that's their character that they basically have in the station, and there's a reason they are made that way. So really, there isn't really a station I see that absolutely needs changing. So yeah, I don't really have one in, you know, in reality. And why? Because they, you know, they all hold their own character, don't they? And their second question is, what's your Roblox game to play with fans? I don't really have a game per se. Obviously, the only ones that I've really made are Guess the Children's TV show that I made, you know, with my sister Lauren, and obviously Train Crew Sim. But obviously nothing has really been done on Train Crew Sim because obviously we had a developer who you know is in exams, so obviously that kind of didn't really, you know, progress anymore. I hope that, you know, maybe one day we can start to, you know, continue that progression, but really they are the only games that I play or that I have, you know, that I've created. But obviously when I do my Roblox streams, I have my joins on and anyone can join me on the games that I play. The next question comes in from Bartek Pakuta, if again that's how you pronounce your name. Again, I do apologize if I can't. And the question is, do you want to be a supervisor in every train game? No, not in every single train game. I think that would be a bit too much. But the major ones that I play, such as, you know, like SCR, WCR, you know, I do like being, you know, a supervisor in WCR, even though it's actually instructor, not supervisor. But yeah, a staff game in the major train games would, you know, be kind of nice. The next question comes in from Daniel D. Souza. Again, I do apologize if I butchered that name. And the question is, will you continue supporting Hamilton into his Ferrari seat, or are you going to stay loyal to the Mercedes Formula One team? Good question. Well, obviously, you know, Hamilton is my favorite F1 driver, so obviously I will support him going into, you know, the Ferrari seat, and obviously I will have a bit of heart in Ferrari. I kind of do anyway, but I would still support George as well in the Mercedes, and I am really excited as well to see what Antonelli can do in that seat as well. So obviously I will still be supporting, you know, Mercedes. I'll be supporting Ferrari, but Hamilton is the main driver that I am rooting for until he retires in 2026, most likely. The next question comes in from Roller, and the question is, what inspired you to make the All Aboard song? Honestly, I don't really know. I just thought, you know, one day, could we make a features gaming song? And that was made basically. And obviously at the time as well, I was approaching 20,000 subscribers as well, so I thought that was a good time to release a song if I wanted to. The next few questions come in from Generated Daniel, and the first question is, who's your favorite Arsenal player? Again, I don't really have one, to be completely honest. I just like the team as a whole, and obviously it's changed over the years as well, so I don't know if you mean in the current squad or, you know, in the past squads. I actually don't know. I think Bukayo Saka probably is, you know, a decent player in Arsenal. Obviously he plays for the English team as well, and he's quite good, you know, on that right winger. Is there anyone else though? Odegaard, I think that's, you know, the current captain as well. Obviously he, you know, he's quite good as well. Declan Rice as well as a defender. Honestly, there are a few players in the Arsenal squad that sometimes I don't even really know are in the squad, but as well, you know, they're all equally, you know, the same. I don't really have a favorite player in Arsenal. I just like the team. The next question is, what's your favorite football team that's not in the Premier League? Probably the team I work for. And lastly, £100,000 on monthly SCR updates. Good question. I'm actually going to have to think about this, to be completely honest. The reason why I am debating it is because obviously I would like, you know, obviously more SCR updates. Obviously we had, you know, a time where they were pretty much putting out an update every week, and then obviously, you know, that stopped. And ever since, you know, 2.0.1, I haven't really seen much development into the next, you know, update. Obviously 2.0 has just come out, so obviously, you know, players need to, you know, players obviously need to, you know, have time to experience that. But the thing is that what more is there in SCR that they can do that won't completely destroy the game? That's what I'm mainly thinking of, and that's when I probably think, do I just go with the other option? And I think I have come to an answer, and I think I'm going to take the £100,000, because with that money, I can probably hire out a team of game developers and make my own train game, basically. And, you know, that can be what I want it to be. Obviously, try and work on Train Crew as well, you know, that's not going anywhere. And with that, I can make my own updates, really. I think that's probably one of them. But again, I don't know. I'm going backwards and forwards with this. Also, I don't know, you know, how much longer I'm going to be enjoying SCR for as well. Like, is there going to be a time where I'm just going to get fed up with it, or, you know, I just get too drained because I played it so much? I don't really know. It's really 50-50, but like I said, I'll probably take the money so then I can make my own game, or just, you know, donate it to, you know, other charities as well, because I think, you know, obviously donating is a, you know, is a good thing, and I'll probably, you know, donate some of that money to charity as well. And the final question of this Q&A comes in from Samuel Topping, and the question is, how long do you think it will take you to get 100,000 subs on YouTube? Again, good question. If I'm going to be completely honest, I do see my channel one day hitting 100,000 subs, because obviously, you know, we are gaining subscribers quite rapidly, which is quite surprising. So I think there is going to be a day where we are going to hit, you know, 100,000 at some point. But guessing when that's going to happen is going to be quite tricky. I would probably say 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5. I'm probably going to say that, because obviously over time, you know, you get more subscribers, and then that kind of pushes out your channel to more people, and then that will push it out again and again and again. Because I remember when I started this channel, I was probably getting, what, like 2 subs a month, and I'm getting on average probably about 10 subs a day now. So, you know, I only see that going up and up and up, to be completely honest. And they are all of the questions that I think I'm going to answer in this Q&A. So again, I do apologize if I didn't answer your question, but I really picked out the questions that were, you know, most interesting, ones that were asked from channel members as well, and just ones that wouldn't really get asked either. But thank you everyone for watching this video though. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so already for more content. It's free and you can change your mind later. But until the next video guys, take care and peace out, and as always, stay fetchy.